Ow, my eyes. Damn. Anyways, what's going on, Harvest? What's going on? Clap it up. I'm back. Clap it up. Clap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Corn.
Right there. Now, I wanna say this before like I go to work and before I forget, because like this. Oh, also don't mind the robe. You know what I'm saying? My hair is a mess right now, so I don't need to get cooked in the comments. Now listen to me. Iron Lung, bro. I've been waiting to watch that movie for a long time, bro. I wanted to watch it when it came out, but my Daniel, I'm sorry for adding you out, bro, but he wanted to. I was asking for tickets if we could watch it. He's like, nah, I'm gonna leave the theaters because of this, that, and the third. He said the same thing about the digital circus. He didn't want to be in the crossfire with all those weirdos that go to the movies or something like that. I forgot what he said. It was some bullshit, honestly. I love you, Daniel. But anyways, I'm not even gonna lie with you, bro. I'm not gonna. What the hell? Iron Lung, bro. I saw Markiplier. He came out with a video today, 2 hours ago. And he said that Iron Lung dropped on YouTube Movies. I ran with the quickness. Do you know how fast I saw that video? I ran with the quickness. I wanted to watch the movie for a long time. And get this too. Get this too. Do you know how much it costed? It costed $10, bro. It cost only $10. Amazing. Let's clap it up for Markiplier, bro. Bro, this is why I love Markiplier. He always gives back to the community, bro. He's not about the money. He's not about the money. Like, people, study this. Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, study this. Now I'm playing. Don't get me canceled. Anyways, listen to me. Kai Cenat, study this. I watched it, and I'm not gonna lie. Before I give my opinion, my honest opinion on it, bro, I was wondering if I should rent it or if I should buy it. Now I wanted to buy it, but I was like, is this gonna be a waste of money? Like, am I gonna get disappointed? Which I don't think I will. Among the Sleep, that's one of Markiplier's series. Basically, what that series is about is like this whole town, right? It's like a post-apocalyptic setting where everybody, if you go to sleep, you die, basically. And it was pretty cool. It was alright, it was cool. I think it was cool. People didn't really like it. I thought it was pretty cool. Markiplier, his acting got better near the end. And I'm gonna talk about his acting in a minute in Iron Lung. But well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so I opened it up, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me rent this, bro. And I cause I was a little nervous. Like, am I gonna waste my money? You know what I mean? And so I did it, right? I opened it up, I watched it, and I wanted to buy it. Yeah, I wanted to buy it. I regretted buying it. The only regret that I have is not buying the movie. It was fabulous. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I don't want to take what. So okay, this is my honest opinion. It was great for a YouTube video movie, or I'm not gonna say YouTube movie. For a low budget movie, for an independent movie, it was great. The CGI near the end had me baffled. I didn't think the CGI was gonna be that good. Why is the CGI low-key better than The Boys finale? Like, what? That's crazy. Like, an independent studio is better than Vought Productions. Like, come on now. Anyways, now, I'm not gonna lie, the CGI was great. Especially, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. I'm not as forgiving as Penguin Z. I'm gonna say some spoilers. So if you don't wanna encounter those, I'm gonna need you to leave. But subscribe though and leave a like, please. But what's it called? So, spoilers. Okay, this is your time to leave. Now, near the end, I know I'm skipping my points, but near the end, when Markiplier was fighting that beast thing, the monster, that was tough. That's how, and when it clicked in my head what the beast was, an amalgamation of all of the populace of Eden. When that clicked, bro, I was like, oh, that's when they literally meant to join them in the convict, in the, what's it called? The they were talking about the consolidation. I was like, what? What does that mean? Like the girl in the intercom, the one that was left by Ava, the girl that sent the convict down, Simon. What's it called? Oh, I should give you an overview, shouldn't I? I got you. 1 second. I'm just gonna tell you. I was just gonna like show an overview. So basically, it's about it's post-apocalyptic, or no, it's after the first rapture. It's like it's what wiped out all the planets and stars. It was this thing known as the first rapture, kind of like Evangelion, like the I forgot what it's called, but anyways, and it wipes out all of humanity. And so basically, they send a convict down, like a person that's convicted of um of crime, and his name is Simon. They send him down. He doesn't have a choice to this for to save mankind. This submarine down a blood of water, or not water, like a sea of blood, to find a sample for mankind in order to save mankind. That's basically what it's about. And they did that amazingly. That, like, okay, let's start off with the submarine, right? That Mark was in. Now, that was great. I felt like in the beginning that I'm gonna take what Penguin Z said a little bit, or Charlie. I mean, it did start off a little slow. Like, I didn't want to click off of the movie, but I was like, all right, what's going on? Like, I was kind of confused what was happening. Like, I was expected to like not jump right into it. Like, you know how horror movies build up, you know what I'm saying? Like Smile, it kind of builds up. That's what I expected, but they kind of jump you right into it. Like, you start off Markiplier in your face in the submarine, and you're claustrophobic in there, like you're in the elevator, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of like being claustrophobic in the elevator. You feel a little too cramped in there, but once you get to the destination, you feel relieved. So like, the first, I'd say 20-30 minutes, there it is a little slow. It was captivating when Markiplier was. I really like how they worked out the scene when he was communicating with the radio girl Ava, or I think that's her name, when he was talking to her, and he was like basically hard to deal with. Like, it really shows you the character that we're not told his character, we're just shown it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like honestly, I honestly prefer the beginning, to be honest, to be fair, because we don't really know who Simon. We don't even know his name. You know what I'm saying? Just like in real life, when you meet somebody, you don't really know their name until you ask. He was never asked his name by Ava. That's the whole premise. She sent him down there without even knowing his name. So if she doesn't know her name, how are we gonna know his name? He has to earn the right for us to know his name, and he most certainly did near the end when he fought. You know what I'm saying? But now the acting though, I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Now Markiplier is not a bad actor. He's not necessarily a good one either. He's all right. You know, he's okay. Like he can do, like, with I could tell that he's improved since Among the Sleep. I could tell that he's improved. But he's okay. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying my hardest not to see Markiplier. I was trying to see Simon. But because I didn't know his name in the beginning, I was like, I just didn't it was hard, you know? It was hard. Like, when I first jumped into it without any warning, without anything for real, it was hard to not see Markiplier. But when it started to keep going and we get told Simon's tragic backstory, I felt Simon, and near the end I rooted for him. And that's how it's supposed. You know, that's my mom. Yeah. W mom. Anyways, that's how it's supposed to be. If I don't like your main character, or if I don't feel anything towards him for real, or her, or them, whatever they classify as, or it, then it's not a good a good written main character is somebody that I feel for. And I felt for Simon near the end. Like, I felt for him. It was building up. I see what Markiplier was doing. He was building up near the end. It had to kind of start slow and steady. We don't really know what's going on, especially people that don't know the Iron Lung. You know what I mean? The game. For those that don't really know it. But thankfully I do. So I knew what was kind of happening. But at the end, I was starting to, when the girl that was in SM8, which was one of the submarines that was taken down to the Iron Lung, not the Iron Lung, one of the Iron Lungs that was taken down. Spoilers. I told you about spoilers, so don't get mad at me. You're still here. Anyways, what's it called? So the SMA. Now that fascinated me. Like I was really starting to turn the gears in my head what was happening. So the people that was in SMA, they basically died and they became the beast. So when they were talking about the consolidation or whatever, I was wondering what does that mean? I literally had to search it up like what does that mean? Like while I was watching the movie, half of the things that they were saying, I was very confused. Like what are they talking about? But like when it started to conclude and stuff, I was like, oh, the consolidation. Literally an amalgamation, consolidate, bring together. Literally the beast is all of them together. Literally all of humankind. That's why Simon was tethered to the boat. The blood is literally mankind. And I want to say another thing too. I really like Simon having to redeem himself through blood. You know? Because that's the only way to redeem yourself. You know what I'm saying? Redeeming through blood. I really like that idiom. It's pretty cool. You know, like having to have blood on your hands because you were the cause of the fatal. You know what I mean? He had to redeem off of the thing that he was convicted of, blood. You know what I'm saying? I really messed with that. I saw the double-edged sword. I'm not gonna lie. But it ended off, bro. I saw the beast. When they showed the beast near the end, the huge lantern monster, that was great. I did not expect that. Like I was baffled. That was amazing. I was booming everywhere. And I'm sorry that I'm jumbling like points. But like as a fan of Markiplier, this isn't necessarily a bias because even if I wasn't a fan of him, I would still enjoy it just as much. I really do like horror. Like I do like a good horror story. Even though horror creeps me out, the thing about horror is if it has a good story, it is going to be the creepiest thing that you see. And that's what Iron Lung did. Now near the end it was scary. I really like the visual effects, especially when he was hallucinating. I don't really know what to call those. Like when he was tampering in the ship when something broke or something, like he turned around and he saw this figure thing on his seat. I don't really know what to call it, but I think that was a hallucination. Like the visual effects, the after effects, those are great. It reminds me of old horror films in a way. It was pretty good. I'd say it's more of a thriller than a horror. I wasn't as scared, but the suspense was suspensing. Like at the end, the stakes were on the line. This is boys, please take your notes, bro. If you're gonna start a spinoff or something, take your notes from this movie. I'm not even glazing. This is how something is supposed to conclude. It's supposed to conclude with stakes. It's supposed to conclude with the main character going all out, not half-assing it. This is what I should have seen in The Boys. Bloodshed, literal bloodshed, disfigurement. When I saw Simon, he was getting disfigured, a disfigurement of a man, of a convict, someone that was accused of murder. He's an amalgamation of what his death is going to be. That's how I should see an ending, especially to somebody that is convicted of something far worse. You know what I'm saying? I should see like William Butcher. He should have been shot. He should have lost a limb. He should have like something. You worked this hard. Your wife was raped by Homelander. You've been fighting all of your life. You even risked your humanity for this one being, Homelander. Yet you kill him like measly, like a little fucking, I don't know, like he died like a bitch. Like what? There should have been bloodshed. Either Butcher should have died, the whole boy should have died, or half of the continent should have died. Because that's a whole thing in itself. I'm not even gonna. This is about Iron Lung. Anyways, I don't want to make this too long of a video, but Iron Lung was amazing. Please watch it, even though I spoiled it. If you made it this far, honestly, if you made it this far and I didn't even say that much, and I'm not gonna say that much, just know you should watch it. It's on YouTube. Only to rent is only for $5, and to get it is only for $10. Half of that. So go ahead and buy it for me. There we go. You know, let's support Markiplier. But this is my first movie review. I don't know how I did. If I did good, like this video, that shit. But I really it didn't fail to disappoint, bro. I really liked the blood. The blood was great. It looked very disgusting, which it should have. It looked like actual. I mean, it looked more like paint than blood, but it still had that. It still had that weight of blood, especially the. Oh yeah, I gotta get into the sound. The sound department, they did their thing. I like outside of the iron lung, I can hear the beast growling. I could hear okay, near the end, I couldn't really hear Simon. I couldn't really hear Simon grunting. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was mad, I didn't really hear much of that. I don't know if it's because of the sound design or because of how Simon or Markiplier did it. Excuse me, but I couldn't really hear much of Markiplier's grunt. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear more of that grunting, more of that frustration, more of that, you know? But, no, other than that, though, great movie. I'd say a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. Honestly, it was great. Now, if you stayed for this long and you guys spoiled this much, go watch it. What are you still doing here? Go watch it. Right now, I'm gonna get pissed. You better watch it, okay? And say that you were brought by Corn truly. But yeah, that's it for me though. I could go on a whole tangent about the movie, honestly, and The Boys. If y'all want to see that next, I'll do that. But yeah, if y'all liked it though, my bad for the jumbleness. I might have notes for the next one I do if I do it, if this does well, honestly. But you know, I did not. I was low-key happy. Like I felt joy. I felt content watching. Like I would deadass watch it again. This made me very proud. Like this is the most proud I've been in somebody. It's kind of like watching one of your friends make a movie, you know, or make something that is not possible as a, you know, an indie small creator or something like that, you know. And I was really happy, bro. It's kind of like seeing Joji. Like Joji really, I'm really proud of Joji, bro. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy. Platinum on all, like, one of my favorite artists. But anyways, and Markiplier is one of my favorite creators. And he did his thing on it with his movie. I'm excited for the next one. And believe me, I will see that in movies. Anyways, Iron Lung, I give it an 8. That was a good movie. Watch it, please, okay? I want you to get off of this video right now and go watch the movie. And then comment what you think about it in the comments. But yeah, bro, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna have this video up by either today or tomorrow. And yeah, I gotta get some rest for work. But yeah, you know, thank you for watching, Harvest. I love you. And remember to drink your tea. Yes. And make sure to watch my femboy video. That's probably one of my favorite videos. See ya!
Okay, she keep calling, she keep crying every single night.
Subscribe so I can pay for my family's taxes.